Hi there. Today we'll go through what is abstract factory design pattern and we'll be able to learn what is abstract factory design pattern, when to choose this pattern, its code demonstration, some interview questions and answer, and finally a quiz. So first let's understand what is abstract factory design pattern. The abstract factory design pattern is a creational design pattern that provides an interface for creating families of related or dependent objects without specifying their concrete classes. This pattern defines a set of methods for creating abstract products, which are implemented by concrete factories to produce concrete products. By using this pattern, client can create objects through a common interface, making the system more modular and scalable. It promotes loose coupling by separating the client code from the actual factory implementations, allowing easier substitution and extension of product families. The abstract factory pattern is particularly useful in scenarios where the system needs to support multiple product variants or various platforms. Now let's see when should we choose abstract factory pattern. Firstly, when the system needs to be independent of product creation. For example, when the system should be independent or how its products are created, composed, and represented. This pattern allows us to decouple the client code from the actual creation process, enabling us to change the product creation logic without modifying the actual client code. For example, consider a cross platform application that supports both Windows and Mac OS interfaces. Using the abstract factory pattern, we can create an abstract factory for UI components, buttons, checkboxes, etc., and implement concrete factory for each platform. The client code interacts with the abstract factory to create components without knowing which platform specific factory is used. Secondly, when the system needs to support multiple families of products, like when the system needs to have related products that are assigned or that are uh, used together. So for example, in game development scenario, if we can consider, so we might have seen different type of environment like futuristic environment or medieval environment with corresponding object, like for example there are building different vehicles. By using this abstract factory pattern, we can create abstract factory for each environment separately and implement concrete factories of each specific type. Thirdly, we can use this pattern when we want to ensure consistency among our products. So for example, in a document editor, we might want to have different formats, for example, HDF, HTML, or PDF with corresponding components like images or text. By using the abstract factory pattern, we can create an abstract factory for document component and implement concrete factory for each format, ensuring that text and images from the same format are always used together. To understand this better, let's go through an example. We will understand it through an example of car factory. In the car factory, we will be having sedan factory and SUV factory. We'll be having an interface car factory, which will just create the sedan factory and SUV factory. And then to create the actual cars, we'll be having this type of architecture. We'll be having car as an interface and which will create the car. And this car will create the actual sedan and SUV concrete classes. We'll use a factory maker. This is again a class which will contain the maps for both the SUV and sedan. And finally, the client code. So let's jump to the code to understand this structure better. So first of all, we can see we have a car as an interface. So this interface declares create method and that all concrete class must implement. So our concrete classes are here. So these are our concrete classes. Sedan implements car and SUV, this is our concrete classes. Then these are the classes and each of these class, they provide the specific implementation of create method. For example, like we have used creating an SUV. So we can have various things like creation of body of an SUV or creation of various specific things related to SUV. These can be handled here. Nextly, we have an abstract factory interface, which is here. This is again an interface, and this interface declares a create car method. And this method, all the concrete factory will be implementing. So our concrete factory are these. So these are our concrete factories. Sedan factory implements car factory. And on similar line, we have SUV factory. These are our concrete factories, which implements car factory here. And then we have factory maker. So factory maker has two important components. First is static initialization block. So this block initializes the map with the entries of SUV and sedans, as we can see here, and each is associated with a supplier that creates representative factory. So this is our supplier here. Also, we are having a get factory method. This method takes a car type as a parameter and return corresponding factory by retrieving the supplier from the map and invoke its get method. Here we can see if the car type is not found, then we simply throw an illegal argument exception. And finally, we are having this client code. So what happens that whenever this client code is invoked, we retrieve the SUV factory first. For example, in this step, we are retrieving an SUV factory here. And then through that factory, we are creating the car like this. And same process is repeated for sedan. And when this structure works, we'll be able to see that in first step, we are creating an SUV. And in the second step, we are creating a sedan. So this is the way in which abstract factory pattern works. Now let's check out what are the various interview questions can be asked based on our understanding of abstract factory pattern. So what is an abstract factory? So the abstract factory pattern is a creational design pattern that provides an interface for creating families of related or dependent objects without specifying their concrete classes. It encapsulates the logic and ensures that the client code uses the appropriate factory to create objects. Second question which can be asked in interview is, when should you use the abstract factory pattern? The abstract factory pattern should be used when system needs to be independent of how its objects are created, composed, and represented. And when the system is designed to work with multiple families of product, as we saw in the example where we had SUV and sedan cars factories. It is particularly useful when the product's families are expected to change and grow over time. Third question is, how does an abstract factory pattern promote loose coupling? So basically, this pattern promotes loose coupling by separating client code from the concrete classes it needs to instantiate. Client interact with factories through abstract interfaces, which allows for easy substitution of different factory implementations without modifying the client code. Fourth question is, can you give an example of scenario where abstract factory pattern is useful? So in GUI frameworks that support multiple themes like Windows, macOS, or Linux, the abstract factory pattern can be used to create theme-specific GUI components. Like for different themes, different buttons will be different, text fields will be different, etc. And without the client code needing to know which theme is being applied. What are some common use cases for abstract factory pattern in real-world application? So some common uses are like when we have cross-platform toolkits where different factories create UI components for different operating systems, and plugins architectures where factory create families of related plugin. It also used in applications that need to create object from multiple related families without hard coding the concrete classes. Now in the last section, as you can see on the screen, we are having a quiz. And in this quiz, what we can do is we can match the questions on the left to the answers on the right side. Try to answer these questions and answer this in the comment section. And we value your contributions for the same. Thank you.